Hey y'all, it's Indigo here, coming at you with another round of Grand Arena Championships. This is the first round of week 2. It's been a minute. You can look at the board here. My opponent's already gone. He failed a couple battles on the top, and then he's stuck on my Galactic Legend Rey. He's gone 4 battles, and she's still standing. So I don't have too hard of a job today. We've got his Rey he put up top for some reason, Grievous, and then some Nightsisters up top. I know what I'm going to do there, but let me go ahead and show you the bottom. Take a look at that. He's got bounty hunters down there, and then he's got his Darth Revan team out front. That's fine, but like I said, the fact that he's stalled out on my side of the map makes this easy for me. I know what I'm going to use down south, so we're going to go ahead and go that way. One of the things I want to try is my Jedi Knight Luke. I just got him up to Relic and all that, so working on putting his team together. Let's first take out the DR squad with Gas. I figured he was going to set DR. He seems to like to do that. So Gas was going to be my counter. I know it's going to work fine, you know. We all used this before in Arena. Not so much lately, but it still works the same. He's got high relics on his Sith Empire team. And of course, I've got a full Relic 7501st Gas team here. So, name of the game is just to get 5s to sacrifice, and as soon as he does, you're in business. For those of you that need a little refresher, I try to go after Bastilla Fallen first and get her out of there. The faster you can do that, the easier it is, because you don't have to worry about her zapping you with a lightning and killing the wrong person. You know, just weakening everybody. That can really make things go south. So, get rid of her. Then it's pretty easy. You can see Gas is taking his knee, so we're just hitting where we can, and then we'll focus on the team one by one and get them to drop. It's not going to be pretty banners, but, you know, it's a sure win. Once you get that sacrifice and you're working with super clones, it's not really anything too bad. Going after DR, got the Rexecute up, boom. Game over, and 52 banners there. So this next one, I'll show you my starting screen. I'm working on my Jedi. I got Ezra up to Relic since this match, so I'll have a Relic for next week. And my 2 other strongest leftover Jedi are Shakti and Zaris. Everyone else that's worth a damn is pretty much in my Jedi Knight Revan squad, so I don't know what I'm going to do. I've got some Gear 12 Jedi you can see, but they kind of suck. I don't know. Maybe Qui-Gon can hit hard, but they're not really worth relicing up for Jedi Knight Luke. I really wish I had Cam unlocked and relicked, because I think he'd be good as the last Jedi in this squad. Hit pretty hard and all that. So this is the team I got, and we're going to roll with this against his relicked up bounty hunters. Figured might as well try this out and get some use out of him. So here we go. This is his bounty hunter team. I've got Luke as the leader. I don't have the Zeta that gives him the extra speed when he gets hit, but I do have the other one. So this team's pretty stacked. I don't have Ezra's Zeta, but I don't think that it's needed. You do enough damage regardless. So I'm just reading the moves to see what does what. You want to call Luke to assist, because he hits like a truck. I've got him modded purely for damage at this point. Right now, he's just modded to hit really hard. Lots of crit damage, lots of offense. So that's what he's doing. And I use that special ability he has. This is why I'm reading all his moves, because I haven't really messed around with him too much. So I got to know what moves do what. Like one of these moves right there does blinds everybody and stuns them. Look at that. That's huge. I got 4 stuns right there. And then I just went after Boss, took him out real quick. Now I can focus on the others. I threw Juhani in there just because it's a taunt that you can get, you know, once they start working on somebody else, she'll taunt at an inopportune time for them. I figured if it came down to that, maybe I would need that protection. But it really doesn't matter. With Shakti being Relic 7, my Zeras being Relic 5, I mean, my team never really gets down low in health or anything. They're good to go, even though I've got 2 Gear 12s on this squad against these Relic Bounty Hunters. So maybe next time I can even underman it, you know, if I try them against something that's similar. Or maybe I'll use them to try and take out a different squad composition and see what this squad can do. As you can see, they're really getting the job done. I'm going after Greedo now, and he's gone like that. Now it's just Dengar left, and I really don't have to do anything much. I can do so much damage that this team really doesn't stand a chance. They do take off some banners just from those thermal detonators going off, but 57 banners there, not too bad. That'll open up the back and let me see what he's got back there. Nothing too difficult. Got a Hux team and a Nute team to worry about. So now that I know what's back there, I can focus my energy up top. Start taking those squads out and see what he's left me in ships. And I should be good. Honestly, I just have to clear the bottom 2 zones and I should win. But I'm going to go ahead and clear the board. I think Jedi Knight Luke gives you that one extra team to get something done. And then it frees up a meta counter for something else. So let's go ahead and work on his Rey. For that, of course, I saved my Supreme Leader Kylo. I'm going to go ahead and use that. Very effective counter to Rey, obviously. As long as you got enough supporting cast to hurry up and get your ultimate up as fast as you can, you'll be in good shape. You just don't ever want her to go into ultimate stance and you're sitting there solo, you know, with no other people to help cushion the blow, and then you don't have enough percent to activate your own ultimate. You've got to have at least 60, and it's better if you have enough to go for 2 turns, because sometimes she does take turns one after the other. Sometimes you activate it, and then you end up going next for whatever reason. So it's tough to time. You just got to be careful as you do it and kind of read the battle flow, if that makes sense. Just see how things are going and see what your health is. My Kylo is built for max health. Plenty of health on him, so that way if for some reason I did mistime his ultimate, he'll be able to tank out one of hers if he's at full health with maybe a little bit of protection. So just got to be careful about that. Don't want him to get worn down all the way. I'm just trying to get rid of the supporting cast here while still pumping up his ultimate and saving mine for the appropriate time. You can see I still have it at 100% right now, and I'm not using it. I'm just stunning the sides, just biding my time waiting for her to go and fire off her ultimate. After she does that, I can go ahead and go into mine. So there she goes. She killed off Hux. I still got a couple left standing. Doesn't really matter if they live or die. I mean, it's a couple points banner-wise, but it really doesn't matter. So now that Kylo has his turn, I can go into the ultimate stance. That way I'll do some heavy damage to her sides, take them out. She got her whirlwind, of course, and did the same to me. But once it's 1v1 and I'm in the ultimate stance and she's not, she can't heal back up. And so this is the perfect time to pump up your stacks and get your AoE to siphon some of that mastery. And it doesn't take it away from her, but it will boost up your own stats accordingly. So easy enough. 47 banners, business as usual there. We'll go ahead and use Padme against the Nightsisters. You guys have seen this. Pretty standard counter. Nothing really new here. As long as you can keep that protection up, you don't have to worry about plague. The only thing you really have to worry about is Asajj whenever she does her group heal, and it also gets rid of all your buffs. That getting rid of all your protection up, and then Mother Talzin firing off like an AoE plague can really hurt. So you got to watch out for that. So you want to save that middle move of Padme's, the heal, just in case something like that happens. Other than that, I'm just trying to get my kills, get rid of the zombie-free revives. Once I get rid of those, I'll be in business. So that's all I'm trying to do. Get rid of Mother Talzin a couple times since she's pretty squishy. She'll die fairly quickly. And then I can get rid of Daka whenever I get the chance. One thing I found out is you really do need Ahsoka here. I've tried it without her, and it just drags on and takes too long, and you end up getting stuck a bit, and then some of your crew can die. If you have Ahsoka, she keeps assisting after all the specials, so that's automatically going to get rid of that zombie taunt, give you more chances to go after the Nightsisters that you need to. So that's what I'm doing. You can see that I'm slowly working my way down. They can come back under MT lead, but you don't really have to worry about that as long as you keep being mindful of the health and protection. Try and use Padme's move whenever Plague does show up on the board. Other than that, you just want to try and use specials that put protection up. That way you can be immune to all the debuffs going around. That's all I'm trying to do. And now get rid of Spirit there. And now it's all about just cleaning up Zombie. Done. And 57 banners too, so that ain't too bad. Normally it's about 55. Now I'm going to use my own Nightsisters. I told you earlier, I've got the freedom because I've got an extra team since I used Jedi Knight Luke, and that's an extra team. Now I have one extra team to mess around with, and I already showed you my board. My opponent's stuck. So this team is hella risky, but it's fun. Like, I like doing it, and it gives me practice because we use this in territory wars a lot. Like, if our opponent will put down a vanilla Grievous squad or a Grievous squad with BB-8, those are the two that work out really good to be countered by Nightsisters. So anytime you can get some practice on it, it's a good way to test yours out and see if they're good enough to get the counter. My Daka is Relic 7. She's modded for all health with a crit avoidance arrow. So she's pretty tanky. You'll see there's several times where she does her thing, and then she's responsible for bringing everybody else back. And so maybe I need to tune up the mods and relics on the other sisters. I think some of them are about Relic 5 on average, but maybe they need a little bit more just to be on the sturdier side, because you can see they keep dying. It's a little bit good because it ramps up Asajj's damage and also ramps up Daka's health, but it is nerve-wracking. Like, you get kind of stuck, and then you're just hoping that they don't focus on Daka so that she doesn't die. And right now it seems like they like to go after Zombie. The AI seems to prioritize Zombie even when she doesn't have the taunt up. I guess that's a good thing, and that's why this counter works. They don't generally mess with Daka unless she's below half health. As long as you can keep her in the green, they pretty much leave her alone. So it's just a matter of getting around till she can get her turn and bring everybody back. You can see she took a big hit by Droideka there. She's still alive, brings everybody back, start over again, and we keep doing it. Normally it doesn't take this long to kill somebody. You just try and go after who you can. Normally you'd want to get B2 out of there because he'll be taking a bunch of turns. But in this scenario, it's kind of like kill who you can and then go from there. So I got a big hit on B2. Wasn't enough to kill him. I got him and Magna in the red. I wanted to try and time it where they both died at the same time, but it just didn't work out that way. So Magna went. Now B2's in the yellow. I'm trying to do some damage to get B2 out of there. I'm kind of stuck on Droideka. Luckily, I was able to get rid of the buffs, the damage immunity. But look at that. Right there, Grievous wiped the board, and that's what you don't want to happen, where he stuns Daka. If he stuns her and she's like the last one left, it's game over. So that didn't work out, but we tried. Let's go ahead and go down to the bottom real quick, knock these couple squads out, and then we'll go back up to the top and I'll clean up the Grievous. Alright, for this Nute squad, I'm going to take in my CLS team, and for this I'll just go ahead and 4-man it. Might as well do an undersized knockout, a little bit of progress on those feats. I don't really worry about those, but I mean, you don't need 5 for CLS against this team. It's pretty easy with this overpowered squad. And I have Relic 7 on, well, on the important ones, and I think Relic 3 on Old Ben. So yeah, they're not going anywhere. I just want to try and get Dooku out of the way. Don't want him, sending turn meter to the team and putting everybody under stealth and all that. So trying to get him out of there whenever I get the chance to target him. Went ahead and did a stun on Nute just so he can't use the extortion. Don't want him doing that either because that's a pain to deal with. Now I can take out Dooku, and I did, and just clean up Nute here, and it's done. So easy peasy. I mean, he does get extortion off, but that doesn't really do him a whole hell of a lot. So there we go. Just take him out right there, and it's done. And got 60 banners. Easy. Now I use my Jedi Knight Revan against this Hux. Again, not too tough of teams left. All I have is this, and then got to clean up that Grievous team up top. So as soon as I get this done, we'll go take care of that. Not really much to say here, just Jedi Knight Revan's going to decimate this Hux squad. Went after Hux first, that way I don't have to worry about him blocking turn meter from the team and giving him, you know, the counterattacks and all that good stuff. Let's just get rid of him and not worry about it. So do that. You can see that there's only OG Kylo left to really do anything with. So we're just going to try and take him out, get him done, and then now we're just mopping up here on Stormtrooper. Everybody else is doing pretty good health and protection wise, I think. So there we go. Sending Yoda over there to do damage, try and gain back a little bit of protection. And I did. Got 60 banners for that. Done with that back zone. Now I can go up top and take care of that. So nothing special here. I had so many leftover characters. I just grabbed a bunch of them and threw them at Grievous. EP, what is it? Traya, Scion, Darkside Bastila, Thrawn. I mean, just a whole bunch of leftovers and plenty of synergy, because obviously every time Grievous would cleanse debuffs, he's going to end up feeding the turn meter. So I thought, might as well get as many turns in as I feel like. So I got all this power on the bench, might as well use it. And there we go. Quick and easy 40 banners there. On to his ships. I know this wasn't the most interesting, but I've already secured the win. Did my thing. Went really well for me this round, so I'm happy with that. The fleet battle did not go well. You see I got 56 banners there. It was rough. I'm not going to show that whole thing. Nobody needs to see all my mistakes. But it was Negotiator, you know, versus Malevolence. 56 banners was rough, but I got it done. Cleared my side of the board, and that's his side of the board. So you can see that I got the victory there. Sorry for the delay on this round, but I was out all day yesterday with family stuff. And yeah, that's how my round 2 went. Looking forward to the next round. We'll see what kind of counters I can use there and let you guys know what happens. Shout out to my buddy Mikayas. He runs a modding service. He'll go through, make sure you got the right squad compositions and the right mods on the right characters. Give your account a real nice tune-up. I'll put the link to his Discord in my description. Go ahead and check him out. Tell him Indigo sent you. Thanks for watching my video, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, share your comments down below, and hopefully you'll check out my other videos on my channel. Peace.